Hello, welcome back. This is Backyard Football, and this is everything football on Backyard Football. And I got my man Salaam. Salaam, it's been a while, bro. Where have you been, man?
I did. Up and down.
Anyway, good time to be back.
Yeah.
No other place to start from. We will first say glory, glory, Man United.
Glory don't miss the road.
Glory,
That side.
glory, Man United. What better time to play United? We are looking at the game of the weekend, Sunday. How far, brother? We're going to Old Trafford. That game last season, if you remember, Martinelli goal cancelled.
Yeah.
We probably would have torn them in pieces,
Yeah.
but they came back and won 3-1. Obviously, home game. Marcus Rashford was on fire that day. I remember that counter-attack goal, Bruno Fernandes, everything. This time around, considering what we saw yesterday, they don't go. They went to Selhurst Park yesterday. Couldn't come out. Not just one, not two, not three. 4-0 dropping at Selhurst Park. Quick turnaround, another game on Sunday against the Arsenal. Flying form behind right now, obviously. Football Heritage Day. I'm not going to sit down here and say we must go down beat Man U, but I think the odds are in our favor right now. How you see that? How do you see that game panning out?
Absolutely. Well, it's a very very interesting time. Man United and Ten Hag have struggled so badly this season, creating all sorts of negative records that the Man United,
The fan base.
will be quite um, feel so sad about. The interesting bit for me is that you see a lot has changed in recent years, and I'm very happy as an Arsenal fan. Having gone through our own dip where they collect steady from people like Chelsea,
Even this United, yeah.
You get, and it's gotten to a position where we are now favorites in this game, and that's why I tell people you have to give kudos to who deserves it. And Arteta has changed a whole lot, particularly our outlook and how we have built this team. And that's the problem all these Chelsea and Man United will keep having. All this chop and change. You don't give manager extended time. They just want to. They just
It
want to
doesn't happen
jump.
overnight.
They just want to, and it's not about dropping money, because both Man United and Chelsea, since Klopp came in,
I think they spent about over 1 billion. 1 billion pounds.
You understand? That's a lot
ridiculous.
of money. And
That
when
is
you look
ridiculous amount of
at
money.
their achievements, the trophy, and how much they've struggled,
It's not equivalent. It doesn't.
Arsenal
It's
don't
not equal
spend
to
mad
it.
money too. But you see, if you see the way we have been building, and the fact that the who is who in Arsenal gave Arteta that power.
Serious backing.
You see what went on with Ozil, with Obama, the big names, right? See, you just have to, even I've told you several, some of those decisions I probably would have loved it managed better. But see, you guys know who be the headmaster for the school or for the class. There's just too much, particularly Man United ex-player, great players they were, but see, that time don't go.
I think they get involved too much.
Exactly, and
They get involved too much. I saw one tweet about with Paul Scholes saying to which player was that? Are you? Is this what you do in the gym now? Go to work or something like that.
Well, I understand how you might interpret that to a lot, but the thing is that most of them are also involved in the media. People like Ferdinand also have their own podcast, The Five, that's quite big, and every week they give. Things are too micro.
But do you think these guys pay attention to it? I mean, will Manchester United as a club or the players? If I were playing football,
the players, of course, they will hear some of this, it might affect them, but they are professionals. The manager, I don't think, cares so much, but everybody likes positive feedback, not negative. That's the truth. But the truth, at the end of the day, is that Man U is a ridiculously large club. And
they remain the biggest club in England. There's no two ways about it.
Fan base, but
biggest fan base in Africa.
Around the world.
Biggest fan base in Africa, no cap, yeah.
I think they're saying at Chelsea for Africa, but that one another.
Is it Chelsea or Man U? Man U then Chelsea.
I think in Africa, just Africa. You look at Africa alone. I saw a recent breakdown of Chelsea. But that aside, this is a massive club. Now, when you churn out all those micro analysis every day, what happens is that the fan base becomes frustrated. Nobody wants to understand what's going on. That will affect the hierarchy, of the club. People like Guy Neville, if he sneeze, something come out wey no be catarrh go blame am on Glazers. So you understand? It's been like that ever since. So because of that, nobody go give anybody chance. I think what Man United authority need to do is just to close ear to either all these their pundits or their experts, even the fans. Say, see, if na Ten Hag or they wan change Ten Hag, na dem know. But whoever will be there next season needs to be given a 2 to 3 years free hand to work.
Do what you need to do, yeah.
And they have to make a reasonable plan. Now the trouble now is that how do you make a reasonable plan? What I mean by reasonable plan is that let's assume they finish 7th or 6th this season. So the goal next season should be we have to get to the Champions League. Then hopefully maybe win a trophy. But that should not be. It should be about the style of play and get it to the Champions League. Then like that, give it like a 3 years. Then in 3 years' time, we should be fighting for the trophy. But the trouble is that how do you make that kind of assessment when you are buying players of 90 million, 80 million, which is exactly the same problem Chelsea has. We talked about this. Let's see, it is two ways. It's either you leave those, just agree that you've wasted money, but now they have to work. Leave your manager, let him trim, just bring in one or two, you understand, in the summer. Basically experience. And you have to give these people chance. And see, if you want things to be perfect, in 2022, you know where we did for league after that Man City.
No, we were like third from the bottom, something where we kissed relegations. Yeah.
In the space of 2 to 3 years, we are now challenging for the title.
So that boils down. There's the backing of the manager. Yeah.
I think for me that's number one.
Yes, I think Man U, the fan base is worried that they don't even have a sporting director. A lot of things are not in place. But what I'll say to United fans and I think they want this thing to happen overnight. If you look at this man, Erik Ten Hag, everybody are now calling. I'm watching something on Sky Sports. Everybody's calling, get him out, get him out. I'm going to say one thing, please. If you guys want to get him out, let's just let him go out after Sunday. They can do whatever they want to do. But personally, I think Ten Hag is the right man. This is not me being. I'm not having a go at Man U or anything. Erik Ten Hag's portfolio speaks for himself. That guy won back-to-back Eredivisie titles. Not just Eredivisie, he won their league, like the cup. Like he done a double 2 times in a row. Took them to the Champions League. Took semi-finals, PSV to the semi-finals of the Champions League. Ajax, to the semi-finals of the Champions League. And they were playing brilliant football. You can argue now that he has come to United. It's difficult to understand what is the style of play of Manchester United. I know sometimes, like yesterday, I don't understand how you play a right footer in Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who is still finding he can't even cross on the right side, and you're telling him to play left. And I saw Wan-Bissaka.
All their left backs are injured.
That's the thing. Dalot it's not like a better footballer. Dalot will be a preferred man to play on the left side than Wan-Bissaka. You're going for a game like this, you have a lot of injuries. Why not make adjustments? Play 3 at the back. Salaam, do you remember? Let me remind you. You remember when when we didn't have our players? Arteta was struggling and playing a 3-5-2, whatever it is. We're playing 3 at the back to just make things work. Play Niles, play Kolasinac, playing 3. Was he holding somebody? We're playing like rugged. Anyhow, just you have to be still. You have to be compact.
This Man U, right? There is a fundamental fact. This Man U, the players, they are not good enough.
I don't think so.
They are not good
I don't think so. If you take Olise, if you take Michael Olise and put him in that United team, he will perform the way let me not go as low as an Anthony.
Wait now. This Man United crop group, number one. When I say they are not good enough.
Are you not good enough? Is it good enough of that Alex Ferguson that was disturbing the entire world?
They are not good enough to enter the top 4. With what we have seen.
I don't think so, bro.
They are not. Who they there? What did they do? What has Marcus if you want to talk their attacking player, their best attacking player, now Marcus Rashford, what has he done this season? And it's not about just.
No, but you cannot say a player is not good enough based on the fact that he's not firing this season. This is a guy that produced 30 goals last season.
This is not just exactly. It's not just about not firing this season. It's total demeanor. It's way of play. You know.
You see, everybody keeps on saying this demeanor thing.
Wait now. You never see video where Rashford they jog for one spot.
Do you know the problem? Rashford was doing that thing before, but because the team was winning, nobody goes out to go and fetch those videos.
So if you they score, right? If you they perform, that's why they say, Mbappe no they track back. This one no they track. See, if you are scoring 20, 30 goals, nobody gives two fucks about if you track back or not. That does not come in again. But when you have just managed to score less than 5 goals.
No, so goal scoring, I know it's an individual. It's an individual. Okay.
I'm coming to the point that this team is not good enough. That is one. Udez, Anthony has just 1 goal in the whole of EPL this season. Oyland is a young boy that has potential, but it is nowhere near that standard. So if not just by name, say because you buy somebody from Ajax. Wait now, let me finish my point. I'm trying to drive at, because see. It's the same thing we were going through a couple of years ago, where people think because you're donning the Arsenal jersey, that automatically makes you like you get birthright of earning that. No, it is a function of how you perform throughout the season. If you think you're a big player, then you have to do the big player thing. Let us see you being accounted for. I don't think this group of players, number one, that's one. Number two, unfortunately, there is a mismatch of ego. Now, there's something there's a way you perceive yourself or people perceive.
I can agree with that one, but not the okay.
Now everything for me, everything makes.
I don't think they're not good enough. I don't think they.
So people feel do you think?
So let's go.
Casemiro and Varane of this season or of recent, or do you think it's the same Casemiro?
They are not. It's not the same. But that doesn't automatically make Casemiro. Casemiro did not all of a sudden. Overnight now become I know he's having a poor season. It's a team something. If that team starts playing well,
Casemiro can ever be the Casemiro.
He can never be that Casemiro. But he's not. It's not the level that you will now say Casemiro cannot play for Manchester United. As said by Carragher last night that he should go and start playing MLS. Casemiro is what 32 or whatever.
I do not agree with Carragher's statement last night.
No, do you understand? The team is in shambles. The team is not performing.
What Carragher is saying, and I'm very happy because I was initially pissed when he started that.
No, see,
but I like the way he broke the thing down. He was saying that out of respect for what
Casemiro has done.
He does not want people to now remember him.
No,
but I don't agree with
him. Salaam, hear me now. Hear me. Let's say United are having a fantastic season. The boys are firing, and then every now and then you see Casemiro is like, oh Casemiro, what have you done again? Oh Casemiro. Now we are talking of a United that is literally. They are in a state. United is struggling. Do you know Casemiro can come out now and tell you it is because I'm trying too hard. Hence, it seems like I'm trying too hard. That's why things are even backfiring. When Casemiro was signed last season, was he not the one that took this? This was literally after they lost 4-0 to, was it Brentford or Brighton or something? They went, played 60 million. This guy came in, steady the ship for a minute. Now, it's not the same guy now. He's saying only one season at Man United. I don't know. I can't say the team is not good enough, because if you sit down here, I'll mention 5 world-class players in that team.
So it does not matter.
We can do the same for Liverpool.
We can as well bring them Ronaldinho. We can as well bring them Paul Scholes. Come back, make them come.
No be like that now. It's not like that.
So you cannot just wait on the fact that this person are world class that year. No.
But I can tell you 3 players I'm going to pick.
Yeah, Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno is a top player. Take Bruno.
Yes. And who?
I can keep Garnacho on my bench.
Garnacho ahead of who?
He go dey bench.
Garnacho don't get anywhere to play.
Garnacho can stay on the bench. Kobe Mino is not too bad. Kobe Mino is not bad.
That is the point. You see, this Garnacho and Kobe Mino, we are talking about boys.
They are small boys.
They are just coming. You cannot This is EPL. This one no be Eredivisie or this one no be league where they no sabi. Where they say you
my own be
how do you want to? How do you want to? You don't get my point now. When you're talking about 3 players, no vessel. When you're talking about 3 players that you can consider in a team, in Man U, you're talking about Bruno Fernandes, no doubt about that. Completely agree. And you're talking about Garnacho and Mino, who are potential. Same thing in Chelsea, bunch of potential. Now you cannot guarantee a top 4 with this kind of team. That is what I'm telling you. They have gross deficiency.
See, we are going to the same point now.
No, we are not.
What I'm saying now,
where I start this talk now, say this team is not with what they have shown.
They are not good enough.
They are not good enough for top 4. And if this team stays right, this same team, no change.
Let me ask you a question.
So bring new manager come next season. They no go smell the top 4 still.
If Pep Guardiola coach them, where they go there?
Pep Guardiola, they go relegation. If Pep Guardiola coach them.
I'm telling you now,
that they do tiki-taka.
The only problem, the problem with ETH is ETH needs to know, like that game yesterday. I reckon his man from the bench, the Moroccan guy, Amrabat probably would have done a better job in midfield.
Amrabat, how many times we don't see the Amrabat?
That's what I'm saying. Now the man needs to. He knows how to tweak it.
Hindsight is always 2020.
What? Let's talk about Sunday. Where do you think where would the key battles on Sunday be for you?
There's no key battle anywhere on Sunday. We are totally better than this.
So we'll dominate that game.
We should win that game. But you said something that's very relevant. Heritage, pride, and all of that comes into place. And this is Old Trafford. We've only managed 1 win in the last 16 visits to Old Trafford. So I feel they will have pride to play for. We saw what they did to Liverpool now.
Yeah.
Liverpool no still win there. That's why I thought that Liverpool dominated the play.
They're not playing fine. If I were Man United now, anything Erik ten Hag has in his arsenal, in his cubicle, in his cabinet, he should focus on the FA Cup, and that is the route I think they can take to Europe. That FA Cup final, Salaam, you see here. Everybody's going to write them off against Man City. But I tell you now, I have a strong feeling. Man City no go beat them last season. Just 1 year again, you're going to face them. There's how football, these things work. Erik ten Hag will sit down. I know it's almost impossible now. But I have a strong feeling that the route for Man U to get into Europe next season is winning the FA Cup. And I think they can do it. If it's about beating Man U, if it's about beating Arsenal, if he has a way of getting his players to rest up and rest properly for that finals of that FA Cup, he should give them all the rest that they need. Let him forget this game. Oh. Let him forget this game. Forget Newcastle. Forget Brighton. Their season. No. The truth is that their season is done. No, and advice, and again, and all these Man U fans where they say ETH out, I think it's the wrong thing and it's the wrong time.
Well, I don't.
Arteta came to us now. Arteta finished. We finished 8th. We finished 8th.
So
We gave this guy time. Give him time. The only problem with ETH is that we don't see his style of play, and that's what everybody's talking about. Sometimes their midfield is as open as what I don't understand. It's almost like the.
Arteta said don't get style of play
No.
last year.
No, Arteta, you could see there was a footprint. No, there was a blueprint.
From the beginning, everything
That was the blueprint, bro.
Everything was rubbish.
When we beat
Everybody, you cannot tell me ten Hag too don't have a style of play. We've seen him manage Ajax and we saw how they play.
his portfolio, that man gets better pedigree, back to back Eredivisie, 3 times in how many years when he win it?
Is that particularly with this season, he himself know if he
13 defeats is too much. It's for Man United.
I know they have their issues with
-3 again, -3. A whole Manchester United, -3.
I don't think there's a
No,
strong
now.
argument. He himself, you understand, can.
If he be
can
-4
go
self.
back, you understand, unto say he's supposed to
-1.
Now that's why I say it's left to whoever they in charge of Man U, their board and all of that. I feel whether they sack Ten Hag or they decide
They shouldn't
to
sack him.
Ten Hag, the most important thing for them going forward is that they have to recalibrate their expectations with genuine sense and sincerity. They have to look at where they are now and look at where City is as a barometer. I mean that is the gold standard. When you
Salaam, abeg, let's talk match prediction. Prediction for that game on Sunday.
Which Sha must win. Nah, my own number 1 with that. I'll say prediction if we take our time, we do our normal defensive structure and all of that, I think it should be another clean sheet for 2-0. But I expect a proper fight
Yeah.
from Manchester United.
I'm
But
going
I-
5-1 for that game.
but I
Guys,
felt-
let us know what you think the scoreline will be. I don't think anybody's going to go against Arsenal winning. If you go against Arsenal winning, I don't know.
Man U
But
fans don't
football,
believe.
football is football. You never know. But if we
No,
don't,
if
we
we
don't pick
don't-
out, if we don't pick out 3 points in that game, that's the end of the title
Season,
challenge
yeah.
for me. But I can anybody that still comes to say, oh, you guys bottled the league, you, you need to have yourself checked because
bottle the
that's
league
not
with one game to go.
that's not bottling. So yeah, thank you guys so much. I don't know. We've had a proper go at Manchester United. We don't really concern us. Thank you so much, guys. This one, and I hope we get 3 points.
We have to. We
have
have to. With what Man U, I think in the last 8 games have won maybe 1 or 2 games. You understand?
They are really
They
in a
are-
difficult
you
situation
know,
right now.
and they are not. I watched the game against
Burnley.
Burnley.
Yeah, they were poor.
Oh boy.
Against Wolves yesterday,
You understand?
against Crystal
You
Palace last
understand?
night was
So,
another.
So we don't have a choice. I know it's not gonna be an easy game.
But
No game
if
is
I
easy.
if I want to advise Eric Ten Hag, Wan-Bissaka, get him to the right, take Dalot to the
no,
left.
you don't need
That's the
advice.
only way.
Make them lose this Sunday first.
Then
They
after
can
going
become
forward. All right,
anything
guys.
they want, make
Thank
them
you
do
so
after
much,
that.
and thank you if you stayed this long. I know it's been a very long one. We've been away for a while. Our mouth don't scratch us well, but yeah. Thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next one.
Peace.
Peace.